It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And Gordon, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
From Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the third-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him, he led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers that helped keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
First play, Mills looking to pass. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Given 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mills now. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So operating for Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Nico Collins with the Houston 1st down, something he did 22 times as a rookie for the Texans. Back here as a starter, hopes that last year's 446 yards are just a floor of what he can do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 15 yards that time, and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw, Mills. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashad Weaver, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Give them 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's a 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Fairbairn now, following the big field goal, he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
There were a few eyebrows raised when Tennessee took Malik Willis in the 3rd round this year, but rest assured, Ryan Tannehill is still the man in Tennessee after leading the Titans to the top seed in the AFC last season. His 12 wins were the most he's posted in 9 seasons as an NFL starter, and he's only the 3rd quarterback to lead the Titans to 3 playoff appearances in the NFL, joining Steve McNair and Warren Moon.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on a first down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse, a punt for Tennessee. Desmond King back deep. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch, a signal for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether to take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Mills. This is caught. It's close. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Mills escaping the pressure. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one out to Rex Burkhead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using it out of the backfield and some of those linebackers. Hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on the snap?
Tannehill throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief down on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to lead out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. They still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Tannehill. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go. Part of it, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It's showtime, baby.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Mills to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They're going to get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage he gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill down to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Tannehill on first down. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's be smart. Let's go.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up a first. Tannehill on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're about to come up on drive number 4. But so far, just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring them down just outside of the 15. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched his move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He pecks the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play this called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something to game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Mills start complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Mills. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6 at 16-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up over to 25 to 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, get them into a manageable 3rd down because that incompletion of first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops it short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mills on first down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mills now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree off the edge of getting to the quarterback.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in his first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate a chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game that first half. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Any play caller, he just ran that missile angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop down.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. They'll try.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. Let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if your defense doesn't bail them out.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception, as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pierce now up middle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let it pick up the first down.
Mills. And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play action. Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take advantage of the field position on a turnover to cash in for 6.
That's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Mills going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get the pass rusher second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step, and if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Like a pretty good, safe play right there. Maybe he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy at the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tannehill to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go. Let's go right now.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
All Both defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. The completion on first didn't get much, and then a run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, for a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's no failure right there on third down.
Tannehill to the sideline, and Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After the field goal, now it's Bullock to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Mills. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with the pick, and the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Out come the Titans now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that one backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, Mills. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second down run for Burkhead. And he is going to get as close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, hit me out with math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guy still needs 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Fairbairn now following the make field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes a field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept the shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. They let go of him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. Drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score Texans.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no Aladu found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped to the 18. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Timing is so important on a round like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
This appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mills on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this just to 47, 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Let's go. This is your game, baby. Let's go, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game, that averages 5 or 6 yards per touch, he'll take that every single time.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right in the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Tannehill looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here comes the Texans now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Let's go, man.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 22. A first down throw for Mills. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And this will be a Texans first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points. here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they bring it to the ground just shy of midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, fellas.
Another carry for Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mills back to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on punt for Houston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 2. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Throwing, Tannehill. Got his man, it's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback in your center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now Tannehill. He's got Henry, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's Tannehill. To Henry. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think we got to get up there and spike it.
17 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Tannehill to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
Tannehill now to throw. This for all the marbles. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.